Crewed Mission to Europa, a futuristic documentary of how it will actually happen. The year is 2100 and humanity is preparing for its first crewed mission to Europa, one of Jupiter's most mysterious moons. The journey begins on Earth, inside a vast megacity of glass, carbon composites, structures, and archaeologies. Our autonomous vehicle glides through the city and we approach a huge industrial complex on the outskirts, a mega factory unlike anything built before. Here, humanity's most ambitious spacecraft is being assembled, an interplanetary vehicle designed not to just fly past Europa, but to land humans on its frozen surface. The mission is made possible by a new generation of propulsion, a two-stage nuclear thermal propulsion (NTP) and nuclear electric propulsion (NEP) system. The first stage (NTP) uses a compact nuclear reactor to superheat liquid hydrogen and expel it through a nozzle, producing enormous thrust. This allows rapid acceleration shortly after departure from Earth orbit. The spacecraft accelerates to 16 kilometers second in just 2 hours, producing a comfortable average acceleration of about 0.23 g, well within human tolerance. Once the initial burn is complete, the NTP engine shuts down. The second stage, NEP, takes over. A 30 megawatt nuclear reactor, roughly the mass of 50 tons, powered high-efficiency ion thrusters. These engines produce extremely low thrust but operate continuously for months. Over time, this gentle acceleration raises the spacecraft cruising speed to a maximum of 60 kilometers per second, with an average cruise velocity around 25 kilometers per second. The total travel time to Jupiter's system is approximately 1 year, nearly 5 times faster than early robotic missions of the 21st century. The scale of the spacecraft is staggering. The liquid hydrogen tank alone is over 120 meters long, holding several thousand tons of cryogenic fuel. The nuclear reactor and radiator span tens of meters, glowing faintly as waste heat is rejected into space. The crewed vehicle, mounted at the front for radiation protection, is a symmetrical, tapered structure nearly 80 meters long, containing living quarters, laboratories, exercise modules, medical bays, and the shielded storm shelters. Inside, four astronauts live in a careful planned environment. Artificial lighting simulates Earth's day-night cycle. Rotating sleep schedules and daily exercise combat muscle and bone loss. Despite advanced shielding, radiation from Jupiter's powerful magnetosphere remains one of the mission's greatest dangers, requiring precise trajectory planning, and limited exposure times. After months of silent flight through deep space, Jupiter fills the sky, an immense striped giant. Europa comes into view, a smooth, bright world edged with dark bands and fractures. The spacecraft enters orbit, and the crew transfers to a compact Europa lander designed for propulsive descent. With no meaningful atmosphere, parachutes are useless. Instead, throttleable engines gently lower the lander onto the ice. Europa's environment is extreme. Daytime surface temperatures average minus 160 degrees Celsius, dropping to minus 220 degrees Celsius at night. Sunlight is only 4% of what Earth receives, and the sun appears 5 times smaller in the sky. Jupiter, however, dominates the heavens. Its angular diameter is 15-20 times larger than Earth's moon, filling much of the sky with swirling clouds and lightning storms. Europa has an extremely thin oxygen atmosphere with surface pressure trillions of times lower than Earth's, effectively a vacuum. The landscape is unlike anything on Earth. The surface is solid water ice mixed with salts, magnesium sulfides, sodium chlorides. Vast ridges and chaotic terrains stretch for kilometers. Ice mountains rise hundreds of meters high. Dark bands mark regions where the crust has fractured and shifted. Cryovolcanoes eject water vapor into space, forming towering plumes. Walking Europa feels surreal. Low gravity, just 13% of Earth's, allows astronauts to move with long, slow strides. The ice crunches beneath their boots, scattering salt rich crystals. Above them, Jupiter hangs motionless, a constant reminder of tidal forces that flex Europa's interior and generate heat. Beneath the surface lies Europa's greatest secret. The ice shell is estimated to be 15-25 kilometers thick, below which exists a global liquid ocean, 100 kilometers deep, kept warm by tidal heating. The ocean's temperature likely ranges from -5 degrees Celsius to +10 degrees Celsius, depending on depth and chemistry. Beneath the ocean may lie a rocky mantle and possibly metallic core, conditions that could support hydrothermal activity. To search for life, astronauts deploy jet-powered drones that fly through water vapor plumes, sampling ejected materials for organic molecules, amino acids, and microbial cells. On the surface, massive drilling systems penetrate tens to hundreds of meters into the ice, retrieving pristine samples untouched by radiation. What they will find remains unknown. Europa may host microbial life, or even complex multicellular organisms in its dark ocean, or it may be lifeless, teaching us instead about planetary evolution and habitability. Either way, this mission marks a turning point. Humanity is no longer just observing the solar system, we are stepping into it. If you enjoyed this journey to the future, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell us, do you think Europa hides life beneath its ice? What is your opinion?